إلا بعصرنة المناهج والمقاربات واعتماد طرق وأساليب علمية حديثة تحث عقل التلميذ على التفكير وعلى التحليل وعلى الاستنباط وعلى الاستنتاج، فتخرج المدرسة بعد سنوات إنساناً قادراً على مواجهة الحياة وصنع المستقبل. يجب أن تكون مناهجنا أيضاً حاضنة لكل مستويات الفكر، بحيث ترفع التلميذ الضعيف علمياً إلى مرتبة النشاط والتقدم، وتتيح للتلميذ الجيد أن يصبح متميزاً، وتأخذ بيد التلميذ المتفوق فيتمكن فعلاً من تحقيق تطلعاته. ولا بد من أن تتوفر في مدارسنا كل الوسائل المطلوبة لتنتمي فعلاً إلى الحداثة، من مكتبات ومختبرات ونشاطات لا صفية. والأهم من ذلك كله أن يتوافر فيها جهازان إداري وتعليمي يملكان المؤهلات اللازمة والرؤية السليمة لتحقيق التميز التربوي الصحيح. والإبداع يكمن أيضاً في تحديث تعليم اللغات لكي يتمكن النشء الجديد من لغته العربية ويلم معها بما أمكن من اللغات الأجنبية التي تفتح له آفاق العالم. ومن الضروري أيضاً أن نلفت النظر إلى أهمية التشريع التربوي وتأثيره على التميز والإبداع، فالقوانين الشفافة والمرنة تؤمن بيئة سليمة لازمة لأي عملية تطوير لنظم التعليم. ومن الأمور الحيوية الاهتمام بالمواهب ونقلها وتوفير كل ما يحتاج إليه الطالب لكي تتطور وتحقق الأهداف وتثمر على الصعيدين الفردي والمجتمعي. ونرجو أن يكون مؤتمرنا هذا خطوة إلى الأمام على طريق تطوير التربية في منطقتنا والوصول بها إلى ما نطمح جميعنا إليه، وذلك انطلاقاً من كون التربية عملية مستدامة تماماً كما هي التنمية عملية مستدامة. عشتم، عاشت التربية، وعاش الأردن الحبيب.
Allow me to present the Director of the ICIE, Dr. Sandra Link.
أهلاً وسهلاً صباح الخير جميعاً. نحن فخورين لقدومك سمو الأميرة سمية في هذا المؤتمر. والآن سوف أكمل حديثي باللغة الإنجليزية. Good morning and welcome to everybody. I'm very pleased to welcome all people who came here to participate and hopefully benefit a lot from this special conference under the patronage of Her Royal Highness Princess Sumaya bint Hassan, with the topic Excellence in Education, organized by the ICIE, which is the International Center for Innovation in Education, and in partnership with the Princess Sumaya University and the Christian Foundation. This conference is the fourth taking place in total after it started in France, in Paris, took then place in Germany, in Ulm, and the last one was in Turkey. Even though it is the first of its kind taking place in the Arab world, here in Jordan, Amman. Such a big event is only possible when many people working together. I really would like to thank all the people who helped us making this conference not only a success, but we do hope it will be a good starting point for a mutual beneficial cooperation. ونرحب بكم مرة أخرى في هذا المؤتمر. والآن أتمنى من جميع الناس الأحمر المسمر والتعاون الشعبي فيما بينكم. شكرا لمشاركتكم معنا في هذا المؤتمر. Thank you. And I'm very pleased now to ask Professor Dr. Taysir Supiyamin, from the President from the World Council of the Gifted and Talented Children, to have the next speech. Thank you.
It will not be a speech. First of all, I am honored to welcome Sitti Sumaya. And I am really very happy to see all these people, including my dear friends, the keynote speakers who came from abroad to be here in Jordan in this month. In this month, we are celebrating the Independent Day, the Independent Month. This is the country which celebrates science, technology, education, excellence in education. And amongst these people is Sitti Sumaya and Sidi Hassan. We are very proud of this university, Princess Sumaya University for Technology. I am so proud of Jordan University, including the leadership of this university, including Dr. Khalid Karaki, his vice presidents, Dr. Diya Arafi, Dr. Bashir Zabi. I will not go that long. Please allow me to welcome Princess Sumaya to address the audience and the participants. Will you please?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It is a pleasure for me to be here this morning amongst you all and to host a conference arranged by Sumaya University for Technology here at the University of Jordan. It shows that in this R&D corridor of Amman, there are no borders between us, and we all work as an interdependent academic community. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the privilege of addressing the conference on excellence in education when it was held in Ulm in Germany just last year. And I would like to remind you of some of the thoughts that I shared then. Ladies and gentlemen, any ambition to develop Jordan into a knowledge economy must begin with its human capital. Imagine if you could produce human capital that will be innovative in spirit and engage in new enterprise creation that generates job opportunities for the rest of Jordanian society. Imagine if 4,000 Jordanians could be responsible for creating 500,000 to 1 million jobs as job makers rather than job seekers. Now, imagine if all 40,000 and all 1 million left the country. How do we reverse these dynamics and create a new dynamic that supports our vision for a prosperous Jordan with a knowledge-based economy? An economy consists of industries, and industries of enterprises, and enterprises of people. Thus, any talk about building a knowledge-based economy necessitates first developing workers and becoming proficient at new enterprises creation. Innovation and entrepreneurship are linked at this economic junction. The most organic expression of a society's capabilities, perhaps, is through the economic self-determination represented by indigenous development of products, services, and solutions that come as a result of innovation and new enterprise creation. But the path begins through education. The majority of R&D in the developed world has begun to shift to small and medium-sized enterprises, many of them backed by venture capitalists who represent savvy investors that understand the market potential for innovative products, services, and solutions that rely on innovation to derive a competitive advantage. For these advantages to be defensible, the innovations themselves must represent some sort of intellectual property that can be protected first as a trade secret, and then perhaps legally by copyrights, patents, and trademarks. The source of innovation is simple: talent. Talent drives innovation, and innovation, new enterprise creation, and new enterprises, the high-value employment that produces products, services, solutions, sales, exports, and financial returns. The question is then, what makes certain countries more innovative than others? What institutions and programs develop top talent capable of producing real innovation? The answer is that world-class institutions of education, higher education, and scientific research are in fact engines for economic development, producing two key outputs. The first, human capital, and the second, innovation. The key ingredient that makes these institutions world-class are not fancy campuses, attractive buildings, or expensive equipment, but it is the people that build these institutions. Therefore, regardless of your vision for your society or your company or your school, it all starts with human capital. A simple value chain that many of you are now familiar with at the Hassan Science City has now taken shape in our minds, where we understand that people build institutions, institutions develop programs, and these programs produce talent and innovation. Building these institutions creates value for society by producing human capital and innovation, utilizing the outputs of these institutions by reducing theory to practice, and converting innovation into enterprises captures value for society, and in turn, we start to build our societal trust. Succeeding at value creation without succeeding at value capture, however, creates only part of the dynamic necessary to build a knowledge economy. And given the global competition for top human capital, it is more likely than not that leading minds will be lost to competing economics that are able to capture the value that others create. Thus, labor mobility in the long term is both a tremendous threat and an asset to an economy. In order to build this value chain, it is critical to command the wealth that will allow us to attract, retain, and develop human capital to build institutions, and this requires competitive compensation, while the end of the value chain leads to socio-economic development and the evolution of society towards a